Well, the decision came down hours ago, but the excitement about the announcement and the possible impact it could have on our city is still being felt at this hour. Houston and NRG Stadium, one of 11 U.S. cities and stadiums to be picked to take part in the biggest sporting event in the world. Houston and Harris County officials were quick to hold a champagne celebration. Houston football fans joined in from one of the city's local watering holes.
I've always said that Houston has never gotten the respect we deserved as the international city we are, and we're finally starting to get there.
The big announcement puts Houston on the international stage and is expected to bring in millions of World Cup fans from across the globe.
First of all, it's incredible, and second, it really is a sign of our diversity and our love for the world.
The pageantry and game are also expected to make quite the impact. Mayor Sylvester Turner tells us the city will host 5 or 6 games over a 3-week period at NRG.
It's the equivalent of every time they play a game. It's like a Super Bowl taking place in our city.
To put that into perspective, when the city hosted Super Bowl 51, officials say it brought in $347 million. The World Cup is expected to bring in more than $1 billion, something Chris Canetti of the World Cup Committee says will be beneficial to our city for years to come.
People will come from all over the world for a World Cup match. This is the biggest, most popular, most prestigious, most important sporting event in the world. Sometimes, we don't recognize that here. We think of Super Bowls and Final Fours and Olympics, which are great events, but nothing tops the magnitude of the FIFA World Cup.
And during the press conference, I asked Canetti what kind of repairs NRG might need, if any, and how much they would cost. He said there would be renovations and upgrades to the stadium, and it would cost just under $10 million. He also added that the city, unlike the stadium, would not need renovations or upgrades and was ready to go for 2026. We're live at NRG Stadium. Bill Barajas, KPRC 2 News.
Bill, thank you. And our team coverage on today's World Cup announcement continues with Ari Alexander.
Yeah, he's joining us live from the newsroom. How about that anticipation, Ari?
Yeah, they had everyone worried after naming the West Coast cities, and they went geographically north to south. Then they got to Houston's central region, and they go Kansas City. Like, we know where Kansas City is, right? Dallas. So Houston's got to be next. And then for some reason, they go to Atlanta. Now everybody is nervous, and then they pick Houston. And I don't think I have to say again how massive this is for the city on a number of different levels. I spoke with Dynamo legend Brian Ching, who's played in a World Cup in 2006, about why this is so important for our city.
The fact that, we're going to get a World Cup, it was one of my best experiences as a player to go to, just seeing the amount of people from all over the world kind of converge on the cities and just celebrate a sport. Not only that, it's our diversity is amazing and it blends in like with the rest of the world. So, not only from a soccer standpoint or a sporting event standpoint, but from an economical standpoint for our city, this is going to be huge.
And while we won't know the teams that will play in either the 5 or 6 games in Houston, it's pretty safe to say that this is one of the biggest sporting events in these cities' history. We'll have plenty more on the World Cup coming to Houston coming up in sports.
All right, Ari, I'll talk to you in a bit. Thank you. And hey, there's a big party planned to celebrate Houston being chosen as a World Cup host city. Houstonians are invited to Pitch 25 on Walker Street and St. Emmanuel Street near downtown Houston. That celebration at the Beer Garden kicks off at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
In the meantime, the World Cup announcement was really the focus of our Click to Vote question of the day. We asked, what are you most excited about? 29% of you said the games, 2% said the parties, 5% said being in the spotlight, and 64% said they're excited about the money that will come into Houston. So thank you so much for voting.